Tonight on KVAQ-TV, how a local police department is preparing local establishments for active shooter situations. Plus, why campus COVID-19 drive-thru testing sites have gone missing. And a UTRGV student creates an art exhibition to bring stories of the faceless and voiceless to life. KVAQ-TV starts now. Hey there, vaqueros. Welcome back to this week's edition of KVAQ-TV. I'm Lizette Chavez. Today is Monday, April 26th, and at the top of the hour. With recent unfortunate events, the Brownsville Police Department is encouraging business owners to sign up for their active shooter training. Adam Cardona reports.
Reports of active shooter situations and mass shootings at frequently visited establishments have been circulating across the nation. We spoke with the Brownsville Police Department to learn how a business can protect both their employees and customers in this scenario.
As I'm walking almost to the door, they're like, don't go in, don't go in. I'm like, well, what's going on? And they're like, there's a man with a gun in there.
La Feria citizen Maribel Gonzalez was walking into a Walmart grocery store in Wesco last August when an armed man had entered the store. Shoppers exiting warned her not to go in, and she returned to her car.
I started praying for the people that were inside. I'm always paying attention to my surroundings now. Before it was like, okay, it's just Walmart, I'll be okay, you know. But now, even at my food store, I'm looking everywhere. It's like you never know what to expect.
The Brownsville Police Department has a training for businesses, and it's called a CRACE training. Okay, it's the Civilian Response to Active Shooter Training.
Public Information Officer for the Brownsville Police Department, Martin Sandoval, says the CRACE training lasts between an hour to an hour and a half long and encourages establishments to get in contact with him to schedule this training.
Officer Sandoval shares that the CRACE training consists of 3 steps: run, hide, fight. He says it's important to be aware of exits when entering a building. When hiding, lock the door and block the entry using chairs, tables, and heavy objects. And as a last resort, fight. The training states to incapacitate the threat by striking with an improvised weapon that may cause serious bodily harm.
Once they're done with their training, they're gonna have the knowledge and they're gonna have the tools to react to an active shooter, to be able to keep their workplace safe and their workers safe.
I advised Gonzalez of the training Brownsville Police Department has, and she says after her experience, she hopes that establishments take advantage of programs such as the CRACE training. If your business is interested in the training, you can contact Officer Sandoval directly at 956-548-7121 or bpd.pio@brownsvilletx.gov. Reporting in Brownsville for KVAQ-TV, Adam Cardona.
UTRGV has removed all their COVID-19 drive-thru testing sites. We spoke to the Executive Director of UTRGV to find out why. Reporter Hector Tamez has more.
We're still testing people. It was the drive-thru sites that were taken down.
On Monday, April 12th, UT Health relocated their staff and equipment from their drive-thru sites to their employee and student health locations. Executive Director of UT Health RGV, Michael Patriarca, says that some employees moved to working at UT Health's clinic for COVID testing, while others are now working at the vaccination sites. Patriarca adds that the drive-thru sites haven't been receiving many patients for over a month.
Our volumes had gone down, thankfully, it's a good thing, quite a bit at the drive-thru testing sites. We had several days of 0 patients coming through.
He says that another key factor which led to their decision to remove their drive-thru testing sites is that almost all their clinical employees are vaccinated, making it safer for employees to run COVID-19 tests inside the clinics.
Folks could, again, walk in or get an appointment through our access center for a swab, the same kind of swab they're getting in the drive-thru. It goes through our same laboratory that's on the Edinburgh campus. And again, we aim to have results out by 24 hours.
Patriarca says that the seriousness of COVID-19 is still the same, even though hospitalization numbers have gone down and vaccination rates are increasing. He explains that UT Health has noticed as more people are being vaccinated, the demand for COVID-19 testing goes down.
We vaccinated almost 70,000 people so far at UT Health.
UTRGV Associate Vice President for Marketing and Communications, Patrick Gonzalez, says that if people need to do a quick drive-thru testing, there are still plenty of options in the RGV.
If the demand goes up and we need to start testing more people, then we'll pivot and do drive-through testing again.
Gonzalez clarifies that the drive-thru sites were only closed because of the demand being lower. UTRGV doesn't plan on stopping COVID-19 testing anytime soon. Reporting for KVAQ-TV, Hector Tames.
Point Isabel ISD is receiving funds from the Musk Foundation. One high school plans to invest this donation to benefit their students as early as this August. Here's reporter Yaneli Hernandez for more.
Point Isabel ISD is receiving 1/4 of the donation from the Elon Musk Foundation, totaling to $123,000. Port Isabel High School principal Imelda Munives says she has written a needs list with teachers from the CTE programs to see what is needed to assist students in getting certified in the near future.
We just want to do things better for our students, for our community. And so having money and being able to invest in curriculum, in needed equipment is extremely important. And we're so excited.
Munives mentions this is only the start of providing a better education for students and hopes to start implementing the use of the new equipment as early as this August. She expects many positive outcomes from this investment.
It's getting students excited about something at an earlier age so that at the high school level, we don't want to be the point where they're barely being introduced to some of these pathways. So that's the bigger focus, is that these conversations will begin happening at the elementary level.
Munives mentions that her plan is to bring the middle school students to see the new classrooms when they receive the new technology and tools, giving them a chance to see what is available for them in the future. Port Isabel High School CTE teacher Romeo Ruelas says that this donation will ultimately make his job easier, since the new equipment can improve the hands-on aspect of learning.
I don't know the exact percentage, but I know that a good amount of our students do follow the CTE pathways that we have here to offer. So I know that we're going to reach a lot of the high school population with those funds.
Ruelas mentions that if this is just one part of the donation, he believes the Point Isabel administration will make sure each department receives the help they need. For KVAQ-TV, I'm Yaneli Hernandez.
The Civic Engagement Alliance at UTRGV will be hosting a voting roundup tomorrow from 3 to 4 p.m. The event is part of an initiative to teach the public how to vote and where to find the correct voting location. Also in attendance will be McAllen mayoral candidates who will be discussing their platforms and answering questions. The event will be held online and all participants must RSVP on V-Link to obtain the Zoom link. 3 participants will have a chance to win Apple AirPods. For more information, visit cea@utrgv.edu. In this week's police reports, the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating a man with 2 active warrants: assault family violence and continuous family violence. Isidro Antonio Hernandez is also under investigation for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and injury to a child. Police say Hernandez has made threats against his family, law enforcement, and believe him to be armed and dangerous. The Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office is also looking for a man with charges of assault of a family house member with a previous conviction. Police described 20-year-old Alan Jimenez as 5 feet 9 inches tall with brown hair, brown eyes, and weighing 130 pounds. He was last seen in Alamo. If you have any information on either suspects, call the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office at 956-383-8114 or anonymously call the Hidalgo County Crime Stoppers hotline at 956-668-8477. Now here's this week's Noticias en Español with contributing reporter Natalie Flores.
Estudiante de artes visuales en UTRGV, Olga Alanís, dice que su exposición es muy importante, no solo por el hecho de terminar su maestría, sino por lo que representa para ella.
Mi intención es retratar el estado emocional de esos niños y comunicar a las demás personas para que crear una empatía y una compasión por esa situación y tratar de llevarla a una mejor solución.
Su inspiración fue los niños refugiados en el Centro de Respiro Humanitario en la ciudad de McAllen. Al prestar servicio a los infantes inmigrantes, supo que las personas tenían que observar esta situación no solo como inmigrantes, sino de una manera en la que los niños no fueran mostrados como víctimas, ya que Alanis encontró otra manera de ver a los menores de edad.
Entonces, toda esta situación me conmovió mucho y quise ir como voluntaria al centro para darme cuenta de un poco de la realidad. Ahí pude darme cuenta de que es una situación difícil que todavía me cuesta trabajo entender y aceptar, pero es una realidad que se está viviendo y como artista sí deseo tener la libertad de poder expresar ese sentimiento y esa necesidad de clarificar y entender más la situación a través de la pintura.
Alanis también dijo que su obra tiene cierto enfoque en los tonos azules, ya que simboliza la esperanza de los niños al llegar a Estados Unidos. Una parte de la exposición es una simulación de niños en el llamado cuarto frío, lugar donde a los niños se les cubre con este tipo de mantas. Olga nos cuenta que en cada manta hay la foto de un niño con algún ave en el rostro para proteger su identidad. Paul Valdés, maestro asesor de tesis de Alanis, nos habla de su impresión del trabajo de ella.
He estado muy interesado en todo su trabajo por la pasión que ella tiene. Su pasión cuando entró al programa fue muy abstracto y parte del proceso fue su pasión del que ella se distingue. Su inspiración fueron los niños que llegan y cruzan la frontera y ella quería hacer algo por eso y la motivé para que lo hiciera porque parte de ser artista es tener una actitud de expresarte a ti mismo y ella quería usar sus habilidades artísticas para expresar la situación migratoria en la que vivimos. Ella no buscó victimizar a los niños, ella busca que vean la belleza de su persona y la esperanza que ellos tienen.
Valadez reiteró que la idea de Alanis realmente está plasmada en su exhibición y ella no solo se acercó a lo que ella quería expresar, sino que logró más de lo que ella planeaba hacer para su exhibición de tesis. Alanis presenta su tesis de maestría como exposición de arte en la galería Charles and Dorothy Clark en UTRGV hasta el 28 de abril de 10 de la mañana a 6 de la tarde. Reportando para KVAQ-TV, soy Natalie Flores.
Let's check in with contributing reporter Crystal Cavazos for this week's 5-day forecast. Crystal, what's the weather like this week?
Thank you, Lizette. Yes, for this week, we are going to see some very comfortable temperatures, warmer evenings, and the sun will definitely be out this week with a high of 90 and a low of 74 on Monday and 15 to 25 mile per hour winds with partly cloudy skies. On Tuesday, we hit a high of 93 and a low of 75. Once again, partly cloudy, a very beautiful day. And on Wednesday, it's going to be a high of 95 and a low of 75. Now, on this day, we are going to see gusts of wind with 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. So just make sure you dress accordingly for this quite windy day. And on Thursday, it's going to be a high of 93 and a low of 70. Partly cloudy once again. As you can see, it's been very enjoyable, even warmer evenings as opposed to last week. But on Friday, you are going to see about a 10-degree difference with a high of 83 and a low of 67. Be prepared for some scattered thunderstorms on this day. There is a 42% chance of rain, but overall, it's going to be a beautiful week. Some April showers there, but overall quite pleasant, enjoyable, and very comfortable before we start hitting those hundreds, triple digits in the summer. So make sure you enjoy these last bits of April. For KVAQ-TV, I am Crystal Cavazos. Back to the studio with Lizette.
Thank you, Crystal. That's all for today. For KVAQ-TV, I'm Lizette Chavez. See you next week, and stay safe.